When it comes to women, again, what's a big misconception about Herve?
You know, I oftentimes I fight against the stigma that I think a lot of Haitian men fight against, which is like, oh, he's really promiscuous, or he's, he has,
Yeah.
he has two or three different women. Like,
Yo, welcome to the Lavish Eats podcast, where we can talk about anything, but we love to talk about how we get to a bag. It is your host, the one and only A-Rod, and I got...
AKA Mr. Haitian Herve Elvedor in the building, Mr. Insure the Bag himself. We here.
Yes, sir, man. One of the most generous people I know. Glad to have you, my brother. there's a lot of backstories to that, y'all. But anyways, all right, man. First question, we're gonna jump right into it, man. How does Herve get to a bag?
Man, I get to a bag by making sure that everybody I service can keep their bag by the way of financial risk protection, aka insurance.
Gotcha. Okay. What are the different items you can insure?
So I like to say, if I can see it, I can insure it. I insure automobiles, property, commercial, businesses, life insurance. Man, my focus is really on teaching people about life insurance, on the different ways that you can use life insurance, not only by giving protection for your loved ones, but also the living benefits, man. The living benefits is one of the most important things when it comes to life insurance, especially seeing how right now the average 401k amount is about $133,000, right? So when you think about that, if you have $133,000 and you make $60,000 a year, that's like 2 years of your income that you can supplement with your 401k. Like, yeah. I don't know about you. I don't plan on living to 67. I plan on living for a long time. So,
correct.
And I plan on retiring at 65. So I need a lot more than 133k in my 401k.
Way more.
Yeah, more like 2
like half an M or more.
Not even half an M. More like 2 mil or more for real.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I like teaching people how to do, man. Just making sure that they got the right things in place, so that way by the time they do retire, they have enough money, and if anything happens in between then, that they cover too.
Okay, all right, I like that. Now, I heard you say you've been on a few different podcasts. Mm-hmm. You also said you can insure somebody's jewelry.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing that people don't really take advantage of enough, right? So if you're gonna work hard to get a nice little piece, whether that's a Rolex, which they say is one of the best investments right now, or
watches, yeah. Well, keeping them how they are. Keep the Rolex diamonds.
The original, right? Because that's what's gonna appreciate in value. Well, if you're gonna spend 10 to 30 on a Rolex, maybe even more, or a nice gold chain that the price of gold keep going up, and if you're gonna do all that, then you might as well spend $25 a year, schedule it on your homeowner's insurance, itemize it, and that way, if anything happens to you while you're outside in the club, I don't know about you, Aaron, but I like to be outside. So,
yes, sir. I do too.
So you never know, especially if you're outside in Buckhead or wherever, and you like to keep things in your car. Schedule that on your homeowner's insurance or on your renter's insurance policy, so that way, if you are outside, you can replace that.
If anything
happens at a $0 deductible, my company's gonna cut you a check so you get a brand new one. And if you like me, I'm not finna get the same one. I'm about to put some more on top of that and get something bigger. So that's what you can do.
Okay.
When you have the right type of insurance.
Yes. I got the right person on my platform today. I like being around people who know what the hell going on. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta use the same things that these other folks is using to get ahead. You see what I'm saying? Like, these are things that these people have been doing. I don't know if you remember that one time when Kim Kardashian's jewelry was stolen in Paris.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that was staged or organized or nothing like that, but I just know that all the jewelry that got stolen while she was in Paris was insured, and she got a check for it. So
reimbursed. Probably made more, but got more money than.
Made more. They might have still had that jewelry. I mean, I'm not saying that they committed an insurance fraud.
Allegedly.
But just know that they got a check for that insurance for that jewelry, and they got some more jewelry with that check. So
Okay, I never thought about that. Okay. All right, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please tell the people how we need to normalize having life insurance within our culture?
Man, like I was saying earlier, like at age 65, the average person only has $130,000, right?
Jeez.
Like, what are you gonna do with $130,000 at age 65? For some people, that's their annual salary or 2 years of their income, right? Like that's really not much. But even before then, you gotta think about the type of responsibilities that are on you, especially if you have a family or if you own a business or etc. Right? And I like to really focus on people with kids because being able to make sure that the kids who didn't ask to be here still have the same lifestyle if you were here or not is super important to making sure that our generations to come are okay and are stable. So life insurance is probably the single most important thing you can do for your family after you've got to a point where you can, you can provide for your family. While you're providing for your family, you need life insurance, but you need to plan for if you're not here while you're here. Because if you don't plan, you plan to fail. So it's something that's extremely important.
That's real. Appreciate it. Go get y'all some life insurance. I'm talking to myself too.
Yeah, no, for real. We need to have that conversation because
for sure we're gonna do business.
Yeah, because one thing that I feel like people will tend to do is push it off while they're young when it's really one of the best.
That's the best times to do it. Yeah, they're not gonna hit you over the head.
Not gonna hit you over the head, but it's one of those things where you never know what's gonna happen. Like me personally, I've experienced death in my family 2 times while they were young, right? So it's like it's one of those things you don't plan for it, but it's necessary.
Yeah, that's real, man. What's the organization that you're a part of?
So I'm a part of a couple of organizations here in Atlanta. One of the ones that are most dear to my heart is the Georgia Haitian American Chamber of Commerce. The Georgia Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, or GACI, was built to help empower Haitian business owners in Atlanta with the resources and the tools to be able to do what they want to do. Been a part of it for about 6 years now. Funny enough, I found it when I used to work for the ex-president of the chamber, and he introduced me. And ever since then, I've just been doing what I can to help foster that community with different Haitian business owners.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1804 shit, no hoe shit. Got my ZB with me, man. All right. How much of it? I don't know what the hell's like that. How much of an influence does that have on you being a part of that organization? Like,
I mean, it's a huge influence on me. The whole reason why I got into insurance was to be able to help people in my community, their families when shit hit the fan. A lot of times, as Haitians and immigrants, we don't really save for things, right? When shit happens, we kind of just like look for a random blessing. Whereas I try to teach people, like, if you have insurance, you don't have to second guess where that money's gonna come from to help bury a loved one, or how you're gonna be able to carry on when that person's income isn't gonna be there for you. You see what I'm saying? Or even on the property side, shit, when that pipe burst and it flooded your whole second floor, how are you gonna replace that? How are you gonna be able to stay in your home? Like things like that. Things that could really derail a family or a household at a single moment. I like to put things in place so they don't have to worry about that. Let me worry about that. Now all we're worrying about is how quick we can issue you that claim check, which is typically in 1 or 2 days when stuff happens.
Quick.
Because when shit happens, bro, you need that money fast. I don't be trying to, I be on their ass just like when my clients call me, they be on my ass trying to figure out, like, trust me, I do not play with our claims department. My people need their bread. Yeah, they forget.
Nah, that's what's up. Mm-hmm. Now, okay, you told me how much that organization means to you, but now what about the actual the Haitian organization you're in? Like, how much of an influence? Like,
how much of the influence?
like, do you think that's like a good? I think you had told me that's a good reason why you do a lot of things that you do today. Like, you it's like steel sharpens steel. You know, a lot of powerful people in there who come from the same culture as you. So
I'd say you know, your environment shapes a lot of what you do and what you become. When I first started in the Georgia Haitian Chamber of Commerce, I didn't own a business. You know, I worked for somebody else, and I seen a lot of different business owners, and I told myself, I want to be a business owner. I've always wanted to be a business owner, but I just didn't see it as possible until I seen a lot of people that look like me, they talk like me, that act like me, maybe in older versions, but you know, they were doing some of the things that I wanted to do, and it just kind of like, you know, shifted my mindset and said, you know what, I'm gonna go full force behind it. I'm gonna own a business. I'm gonna be impactful in my community. I'm gonna make sure that the next, you know, little Herves, the little errands that are coming up, yeah, they don't got the same hurdles or obstacles as me. Like, there's somebody that's doing exactly what they want to do. With that being said, I want to shout out to my man Felix Prophet with State Farm out there in Fayetteville, and my boy Wilder, Sunville, and Douglasville. Those are two huge Haitian agents that paved the way for somebody like me. And when I seen that they can do it, and I knew my passion, I was like, you know what, I'm up next. So
if they can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. So just seeing that representation in the community, man, and shout out to those guys. And I'm blessed to say that, you know, even now, even though that we're with different companies, and then both being with State Farm, we're still able to do business together and you know, share this piece of the pie. So.
Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna switch gears here. Gears. When it comes to women, does Herve spin the block?
Spin the block?
Yes.
Like a skirt? Spin the block?
Like double back to a situation. You know, this might be an old vibe. You know, you like I think there's something left there. Let me, or when you're done, you're done.
You see, one of my mottos in life, right, which I really feel like if more people adopted this, the world itself would be a better place. But I really, truly try to be a blessing to everybody who I come across, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, with that being said, who doesn't like a blessing?
Correct.
Right? So if I blessed you and I come back, it's going to be another blessing. So it's not really me spinning a block. It's me just deciding to share more blessings with you.
Right. So, yeah. These ladies ever trip about you, where you came from, you know, they be like, you just came out the woodwork, where you been? Be like, don't trip, baby girl, you about to receive this blessing. Like I told y'all, this man is a very generous man. Stop playing.
People don't like to pass on their blessings. You know, when I come back in your life, if I decide to come back in your life, most of the time they look at it as my blessing is back.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, when it comes to women again, what's a big misconception about Herve?
You know, I oftentimes I fight against the stigma that I think a lot of Haitian men fight against, which is like, you know, he's really promiscuous, or he's, you know, he has, you know, he has 2 or 3 different women. Like, one of the things, like I said, about being a blessing is, you know, you can't bless 4 or 5 different people at a time. You know, like I like to really spend my time with one person at a time. Like, I get to know that one person. I fight against that Haitian man stigma quite often, and it might just be the way that I come across, or just, you know, a lot of times people second guess their blessing. Mm-hmm. Like, what did I do to deserve this? You know, that's one thing that a lot of times gets confused about with me, but it's like, nah, baby, this blessing is for you right now as you hold on to it.
Right. Got you. Okay, so now, when Herve want to have some fun, you know what I'm saying? Want to go out have some fun. Where's his first place he think about going?
So me, I'm really a nice dinner, nice cocktail type of person. You know, exquisite food. I like a nice speakeasy type of vibe. There's a place called Himitsu in Buckhead. Real nice chill sort of vibe. I like Palo Santo.
You said Speakeasy.
Yeah.
Hold up, excuse me. That's like one of those. I've been seeing that, like the hidden bars type.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like
that's all right. I've never been, but I've been seeing it on
been?
TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, Himitsu is smooth because like they don't have a website. They don't have an Instagram.
Oh, so this like some players type. If you know, you know.
Yeah.